Okay, I cannot stress enough how much of a shitty idea it is to turn Cody Rhodes heel at this stage of the game. Like, it's literally one of the most brain dead or ludicrous things you could even think about. It literally makes no sense from both a creative standpoint and a business standpoint. It's like fans want things in the moment and they don't even think about the long-term effects. Cody Rhodes is their literal top guy, and you want to risk WWE to turn their top babyface into a heel? Yeah, get out of here. What's up? It's yours truly, Flamin' Rookie Derays, and this is my reason as to why turning Cody Rhodes heel at this stage of the game makes no sense. Before we get into all this craziness, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and as the friggin' referee would say, ring that damn bell for more notifications. Seriously, you really should subscribe. I got some dope ass content. Okay, let's get straight into this Cody Rhodes talk. Cody Rhodes, you guys all know, is the American Nightmare. He made his triumphant return to WWE in 2022, and since then he has been labeled as WWE's top guy, the guy to lead the charge of this new era, the Renaissance era, as a lot of fans are referring to. A lot of the reasons as to why WWE is popular again is because of Cody Rhodes. Not just Cody Rhodes, but also the creative input of Triple H. Cody Rhodes is a literal draw. He makes WWE money. He puts asses in seats. The guy constantly sells merch like it's nothing, and he has a huge fan base. Now think about this. You have a top babyface in your promotion, and he's a literal draw for you. A large portion of your business is off of the back of this particular individual. But then all of a sudden, you go into any random match, or let's just say a world title match, and you do the unthinkable. You turn him heel. Now, from a moment standpoint, it would be insane, and it would be huge. But there is a caveat, and that caveat is fucking up your entire creative process and your business. I shouldn't be the only guy to say this, but turning Cody Rhodes heel at this stage of the game makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's a really stupid idea that should really be burnt to the ground. Why, I might add? Why do I say that? Well, if you didn't pay attention to the beginning of this video, then you're clearly the problem. Cody Rhodes is WWE's top guy. He's still at the height of his popularity, and the reactions that this guy get are second to none. I mean, for God's sakes, you literally have the entire crowd singing his theme song. If that is not the pure definition of over, I do not know what is. Of course, Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns last year at WrestleMania, and he was riding high with the WWE Championship. Then little over a year later, he dropped his title to John Cena. In embarrassing fashion, I might add, and I stated this in my previous video, Cody Rhodes looked like a chump. But of course, we then had the return of Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event. We had the tag team match at Money in the Bank. We had the King of the Ring tournament, which Cody Rhodes won the King of the Ring tournament, and he will now face John Cena in a WrestleMania rematch for the undisputed WWE title at SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium. Now, I see a lot of theories on the internet regarding Cody Rhodes and how this could be the night that Cody Rhodes turns heel. Some people are pointing the suggestion that there should be a double turn that takes place between both John Cena and Cody Rhodes. They eventually swap roles. Cody Rhodes is the heel, and John Cena reverts back into a babyface. And I will say, some of these theories are actually quite interesting, and they're quite fun to read too. But again, if you look at this from a business lens, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You are literally going to risk your top attraction by just turning him heel. We are still at the height of his babyface popularity, and I know some people will tend to create the argument that he's starting to get negative reactions with the crowds. Look, it happens with all babyfaces, and eventually we're going to have situations where more and more crowds start to turn on Cody Rhodes. But I feel like that's going to be a year from now. We're starting to see that a little bit in a couple of cities there and there, but even in those cities, Cody Rhodes still relatively gets a great reaction from the crowd. Why are you going to risk a top merch seller, a draw, and your top babyface just to get a reaction from a heel turn? It's just a dumb idea, and if you really think about it, it is quite immature for WWE to do that. Look, I'm not saying that Cody Rhodes as a heel will not be great TV, because it would be. I mean, we've seen Cody Rhodes as a heel many times beforehand, and trust me, when Cody Rhodes is a heel, he tends to turn up his heel tendencies up a notch. He's that good as a heel. I'm not disputing the potential business opportunities in terms of Cody Rhodes being a heel, because trust me, there's a lot of money to be made with Cody Rhodes as a heel. All I am saying is that at this stage of the game, it's not the right time. If there's any example that I could give of a top babyface turning heel and it ultimately backfired, was Stone Cold Steve Austin all the way back at WrestleMania 17. WrestleMania 17 is considered to be arguably one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. But people need to realize that that WrestleMania that is considered the greatest WrestleMania of all time ended in a decision that fans were not too happy with. That was, of course, turning Steve Austin heel and joining Mr. McMahon. Now, I'm going to ask you this right here and right now. In terms of of Steve Austin's heel run, was it a success or a failure? Looking back, and if you look at the entire Invasion storyline in 2001, it was deemed a failure. And what's crazy is that in stories, Steve Austin flat out stated that it was his idea because he thought that the Stone Cold Steve Austin character was getting stale. Meanwhile, fans were still relatively cheering for Steve Austin, and he was still as popular as ever. And he himself even stated that turning him heel, looking back, was the wrong move. Turning Cody Rhodes heel at this stage of the game would be the equivalent of turning Steve Austin heel prematurely at WrestleMania 17, because you're turning him heel at a time where he's still selling merch and he's still a beloved babyface within the audience. Look at Hulk Hogan back in 1996. His heel turn is the pure definition of a heel turn done right. Why? It's because before even turning babyface, Hulk Hogan was getting booed by the WCW audience. Don't believe me? Ask Eric Bischoff. Roman Reigns is another great example of a heel turn done right. Why did Roman Reigns turn heel and join Paul Heyman back in 2020 during the pandemic to begin with? It's because WWE realized them pushing Roman Reigns as a babyface just didn't fit him at all. It took him like 6 years to think that way, but at least they realized it. And what happened with both Hulk Hogan and Roman Reigns? Both guys ended up doing the best work of their entire careers. Now, I'm not saying if Cody Rhodes turns heel, he's not going to do the best work of his career, because eventually he is going to turn heel. That work is probably going to be considered some of the best work of his career, no doubt about it. My argument is that at the moment, it's just not the right decision to make, because WWE has so many different plans set for Cody Rhodes still as a babyface that imagine if they had turned Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, all of those plans that they had planned for Cody Rhodes as a babyface would just be thrown out the window. So we probably wouldn't be getting a feud with Randy Orton. I mean, we would have, but the roles would have been reversed. If you want to do a Randy Orton-Cody Rhodes feud, Randy Orton is supposed to be the heel and Cody Rhodes is supposed to be the babyface. And from what it looks like, that is what they're leaning towards. Everybody wants to see Homelander Cody. I know I do, because trust me, Homelander Cody would go crazy. Well, all I am saying is that right now, it's not the right time. You have to turn Cody Rhodes heel at a time where Cody Rhodes is starting to become stale within the audience. And not just a small portion of the audience. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about if Cody Rhodes is constantly being shoved down our throats, Cody Rhodes comes out and he's a full-fledged babyface and he is getting legitimate boos from the crowd. That is the moment where you pull the trigger on a Cody Rhodes heel turn. But if you turn Cody Rhodes heel at a time where everybody is cheering him, everybody is singing his song, everybody is doing the whole whoa! I mean, like, dude, why would you risk that? Why would you risk a box office draw on Cody Rhodes in favor of a heel turn prematurely? It's very ludicrous if you think about it. And yes, even though some of the theories of a double turn sound great, again, it's not the right time. Not to mention there's a lot of other potential feuds with Cody Rhodes as a babyface. I mean, we still need to get a full-fledged Randy Orton feud, and we're bound to get that, and they've been teasing it for a while. So from what it looks like, Cody Rhodes is not going to be turning heel anytime soon. And I want to give you guys another example. Why do you think WWE did not turn John Cena heel when they had the chance to turn him heel? It's because even though John Cena got those mixed reactions, John Cena still made money as a babyface. If John Cena hadn't made money at all as a babyface and somehow or some way WWE still had faith in John Cena, don't you think they would have turned him heel? Absolutely. But in terms of John Cena's merch sales, they were like, no, we got to keep him as a babyface. Even though half of our audience hates him, they're still buying his merchandise. Everybody is buying Cody Rhodes merch. And you know how WWE and TKO are. They care more about profits than ever before. Turning Cody Rhodes heel this early in the game is like spending $1 million and getting no return on your investment. Because again, fans love Cody Rhodes. He is super over as a babyface. Instead of prematurely turning somebody heel for the sake of a moment and not have a long-term plan, you're gonna go nowhere. Because clearly all of the people that are preaching for a Cody Rhodes heel turn just care about the moment and nothing else. People need to realize that if Cody Rhodes turns heel, WWE literally has to build up a babyface from the ground up. Who is gonna step up to Cody Rhodes? Who is gonna step up to the plate? WWE ran into that same problem with Roman Reigns, because before Cody Rhodes came in, Roman Reigns was running roughshod as the Universal Champion, but WWE literally had no plan and had no idea who was going to be on par with Roman Reigns in order for them to get set up to beat Roman Reigns for the title. It wasn't until Cody came back where they found their guy. If Cody Rhodes is a heel, you need to have somebody at the opposite end of the spectrum. You need somebody that is on par with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is the Homelander heel. Who's going to be your top babyface? You see where I'm going? I think the problem is that fans do not think long-term and they only think for the moment. And if you think for the moment, that's great and all, but where's your long-term longevity? What's your plan? I don't think fans are planning this out very thoroughly. WWE turning Cody Rhodes heel right in the middle of his babyface run is a horrible, horrible, horrible decision. Because think about this. If you turn Cody Rhodes heel now, everything that you have done throughout the past 3 years is rendered absolutely useless. Like literally, Cody Rhodes Rhodes won the WWE Championship just last year, finishing his story. Now, well over a year later, you want to turn this guy heel? Why? Oh, because it adds shock value? Get out of here. Cody Rhodes needs to go heel at the right time, and that time will come, just not now. This is not me discrediting Cody Rhodes' work as a heel, because he can be a dastardly heel. You don't believe me? Watch his stuff in Impact. Watch a lot of the stuff from New Japan or Ring of Honor. He is a really good heel, and he will be built up as the top guy, but just turn him heel at the right time. In my opinion, the best possible time for this is maybe late next year. I don't know. It's just a thought. But it all really depends on his crowd reactions. If he's slowly starting to lose that popularity, then you can start talking about a Cody Rhodes heel turn. But as of right now, the guy is still super over. You don't want to risk that, because if you risk that, you risk it all for Cody Rhodes, unfortunately. And it sucks. So at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes should stay a babyface for the foreseeable future. You turn him heel at the right time. But yeah, that was my video on Cody Rhodes as to why he should not turn heel at this stage of the game. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, push that bell for notifications. I mean, look out for more videos right here on the Wrestle Havoc channel in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And as the Virgin referee would say, ring, ring, ring that damn bell for more notifications. As always, it is yours truly, Flamin' Ricky DeRays, signing out. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.